I was hearing personal stories from like people in my DM. They was just like, yo, like I have this gift. Like I know I'm good at it, but the one thing that has always stopped me from like putting it out there is just fear, like fear of putting myself out there, fear of putting my music out there, and fear of getting rejected and like all of that stuff. And I was just like, yo, you are absolutely not the only one. In fact, that's a normal emotion. That's like, it's your brain literally trying to protect you from like feeling bad, getting embarrassed. Like it's trying to protect you, but in trying to protect you, it will also keep you in a place to where you're not progressing and you're not becoming, the person you can become, ultimately, the person who has the skills to be able to push through fear. And then at the end of every week, there's like this playback session. I keep saying session. I am in session mode. I cannot not say session. Playback section that will allow you to reflect back on the week. And then there's like a couple prompts for that each week. So it's very intentional in walking you through the 90-day process. So if you haven't, click the link in the description. The link is also pinned in the chat. Go ahead, grab your copy of the I Make Music Not Excuses Journal, the new international Amazon bestseller. Absolutely insane. Thank you to the community for supporting this. Shout out to Sync Producer Hub members who add early access to the limited signed copies that we sent out. I was joking around in some content earlier on Instagram saying that I hope y'all could read my handwriting because it's absolute trash. But hopefully you enjoy it. But it's been amazing. Awesome way to kick off the title of author in the realm of books, I guess. So yeah, I love it. I love to see it. So let's dig into some questions. Any questions you have, sync licensing, music business, excuses, whatever. And in the meantime, while those questions come in, I'll open up the chat in case any members want to hop on the member only audio or video. And Groove, appreciate that, man. Hope it helps. And yeah, I think if you buy it today, if I'm not mistaken, it will still make it by Christmas. So even if you want to gift it to somebody for Christmas, I think if you get it off Amazon, it should get to you in time. I'll have to double check and see when that cutoff date is, but let me check. At least in the States, I know it'll. Let me see. Yeah, it'll still. If you order today, it'll get there like December 17th. It's saying. So they're cranking them out so you guys can get them in time for the holidays, and yeah, it should be dope. Also, like a few days ago, we were like literally like head to head with Lionel Richie's book. So we were trying to bump him out or at least get next to him. I think where he was sitting at 5. I think we were at like 7 or 8. So it's fun. But yeah, if you get it now, you'll get it in time for Christmas. Appreciate that, Michael. Appreciate the support. Rich Rosen is in the building. So this week I have started the process. And if you get the bonuses when you order the book, like if you've already ordered, go to book.imakemusicnotexcuses.com and then upload your receipt, download the free bonuses that I gave away. And one of those bonuses I talk about, you get a 7-day reset that you can kind of do while you wait for your book. But I kind of started that process. The part of the process where it's just like cleaning the workspace. So over the next week, yesterday I started because I was running out of hard drive space, and I was trying to do like my email, like it got so bad my emails wouldn't even open up. My email app crashed. It just said not enough space to open emails. I was just like, this is bad. This is horrible. I can't even function. So I had to stop. everything I was doing and like just go and delete stuff and move stuff to like the backup drives. Like this whole second half of the year, I've literally been just like project after project. So I haven't really moved anything. So I'm like definitely in cleanup mode, getting organized, moving old finished sessions to backup drives. I got one backup drive I got to replace. I see the red light. So got to get that done. And then just like cleaning up my workspace because I don't know, for me, clutter, it starts to bother me. Like I can be cluttered for a little bit and like function. And then at a point, I have to like clean my desk up and I'm just like, yo, I can't even focus. My brain is cluttered because my desk is cluttered. So that helps me personally. It's just removing the clutter, cleaning the clutter on the SSDs, clutter on the desk, all of it, and just getting organized and kind of starting from a fresh slate. That helps a ton. And I like to do that usually I'll do it like a solid 2 times a year. I feel like I have to kind of do that. This week I was just like forced because I'm like, yo, I can't even open emails, bro. Like apps just wasn't even functioning right. I got issues going on with contact. And I'm just like, you know what? This is probably all because I'm running out of space. So Allison says, my daughter just brought the mail in and my I Make Music journal is here. Just opened the box. Thank you, Clint. Shout out to Allison. Yes, the journals are arriving. They are arriving. So glad yours made it. Enjoy it, Allison. I hope it helps you for sure. Had the same challenge on my computer this week. Yeah, it's crazy. Spaces is crazy. So Cleo says, I was signed a couple months ago to a music licensing group. They accepted 4 of my songs, which is great, but I haven't talked to them since. I have more music. How often should you check in and how can you send more without being overwhelming? So it's been a couple months. I think that's plenty of time to like follow up and say, hey, created some more music, and then just follow up with some of the new music, you know, and see like, hey, is this something you could use? And I think that's a productive way to rekindle the conversation with new music, because it shows like you're not just waiting for them to do something with the tracks you sent, even though technically like you are, right? We all know that. But you're showing, hey, I'm continuing to work. Here's some new stuff. Let me know what you think. And that's how you continue to build that relationship. So that's what I would do. That's a good position to be into. Would you recommend hard drive or cloud to store backup files? I like physical like drives I can touch. I know some people may use a combo of like cloud and physical drives. But the thing with the cloud is like, if internet goes down, you can't access your cloud, right? So the drive I have, like I have a NAS, right? So it sort of acts as a cloud basically, just for my own personal network. But I can also like physically just plug it into the computer if I don't have internet. Or I don't even have to necessarily do that. Something would have to get plugged manually though into the router, but I can still access it because it's on the it's on the network. So even if it's on just a local area network, I can access it. And then if internet goes down, I can still access it because like I have the drives in the box. I can directly plug it in if I wanted to. So I like to be able to like have access to it no matter what, internet or no internet. Because at least I could still, like if I have to pull something off of there, I can still work even if for whatever reason internet's down, which doesn't happen a lot. Usually if the internet's down, all the electricity is down, so I'm not working anyway, but you know, just in case. But I know some people use a combo of like, say they may have something on physical and in the cloud. You know, depends on what you're comfortable with, but I always like to have something I can touch. Terabyte drive with 60 gig left. How'd that happen? Remember when 60 gig was an awesome amount of space? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe the apps are getting beefier, man. Or we just start using bigger stuff, bigger apps and libraries, because that probably has a lot to do with it. Because I know Omnisphere will eat up some space. Any of these big libraries will eat up a ton of space quick. Allison says, years ago, a writer I followed had an email for each book and kept a copy there. Could do that as a backup. Yeah. But then what if you can't access your email? Or what if you get locked out? Or what if some scammer in Indonesia, that was a random place to pick, but what if some scammer like just decided to just hack your stuff and you can't get to it? So that's what the stuff I think about aside from music is how can I access stuff? Is it easier to save Logic projects as package in the cloud?